Well, it's just after 7:30. Great campsite this. Thanks to Fording River Maps for sure, and the rest of this trip is now going to be on, well, there's not going to be any trails. So yeah, trying to hit the trail. So actually I'm going to head down this way. There's a bit of a draw, a washout that goes up here. So I'm going to follow that up and then hang a left and side hill all day. Good part for the next 6 kilometers. Shit. Oh well, wish me luck. So I'm back on the trail. This is where the burn area starts. That's at Cairn with the rocks kind of pointing that way. Well, go down here. That takes you straight to the campsite. No, you don't even have to bushwhack. It's a fairly easy walk. Like 30 seconds. So yeah, that's the way to go. I would continue up here until I can't, I think. And then turn left. Fortunately, the weather's looking great. Supposed to be a bit cooler today. The Garmin weather said it was cloudy and cool, so but no rain today or tomorrow. So, and it was bone dry last night. So perfect. All right, get moving here. See, as I'm going to turn left up ahead, I guess I'll keep to the left of this. Should get some good views from up there anyway. But for now, I got some steep, well, at least doesn't look like bushwhacking, so that's good. But I wouldn't call it a pleasant walk in the woods either. Reach this bench area. Awesome view. Beautiful. Climb past up there. There's that river all spread out. So I can't basically straight down below here. Unfortunately, I did turn my GPS on. So it's just I was almost here. So I think this is about 100 meters of elevation gain. Short, sharp. I got a little ways more to go. Yeah, I've been on this bench for a few minutes. I'm just looking for a place to start going up. I think I found it. I know I just have to keep gaining elevation. That way looks nice, but that looks like an excellent way to get higher. So, yeah, time to go higher. I think I've reached the contour line I need to be to get around the first outcropping of Mount Willis. And oh boy. What a view. It's a mountain. It's down there. It's a river. Across Brazo. I can see it, you can't. Right there. Horse crossing's a few meters down. What a fantastic view. Awesome. So, not all is well, however. I've noticed there's a big rock slide up ahead, which is not going to be any fun, especially as there's no trails. So, I just going to have to get over there and look. What else can you do? So I'm gonna have to get across that rock slide. But I'm at the right elevation to get around this thing, so I'll try and maintain my elevation more or less. And I see bushwhacking ahead anyway. Although hopefully it's more like this. This is fine. This would be fantastic, especially if it's on a bench. Lovely. It looks like it just ends right there, so if I kept my original bench there, I could have, I think, just walked around it. But I think I want to be up here anyway. That looks like a bench. At least something easier to follow for a while. So That could be easier than this. I mean, who the hell knows? Anyway, I just gotta get over there. I'm sure I'll make it. Little picas everywhere. Chirping away. And the unending view. Yeah, this came from out of there. This has just been a bushwhacky, side hilling mess. You just take the path of bug, least resistance. I come here and I go up and looks like there might be a clearing up there. Maybe the trees are thinning out. But then I look down here and there's a bench. I'm just like, I'm going to take the flat, or as flat as possible right now, because this is no fun. I don't know what's up there, but I'll do that for a while. See where we end up. Well, it was a good call going down that bench. Picked up something that was sort of trailish, what passes for a trail in these here parts. I just followed that and followed my nose and ended up here. Just climbed up a bit. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been terrible, but I would have ended up in the same place anyway. So I've rounded the first outcropping of Mount Willis. That's an interesting peak there. I don't know the name. Very scenic little valley in there. So you need to get around this thing. I assume that's afternoon peak proper. At least that's what Vern DeWitt says, and I believe him. So far this isn't so bad. I mean, I've been going for... When did I leave? I don't know. It's 9 o'clock now. So slow going, but getting there. I kind of like going up there because it looks pretty clear, but I'll have to see what the map says rather than side hilling around that crap. But I hear water, so there's probably a gully. I got to go this way a little ways, which looks fine. No doubt it gets bushwhacky in places, I think, just to get around what is no doubt some kind of ravine that this little river is in. So, awesome spot, lots of bugs. Yeah, this is Bear City in here. This is just torn to shit. There's like some kind of big dig. I don't know if it's a den or what. A lot of the Yo Barren, but all the ground everywhere torn up everywhere. So yeah, not liking this. I can see the bit of river there. I can hear a bit of a waterfall, so I'm kind of going this way a bit, thinking that whatever, if it's a waterfall, I can get around it. It could be just the water running naturally, but I'm going to angle that way. That doesn't look like any fun to climb up, so now that I'm closer. So we'll see what the plan is. Yeah, it's just a willowy, swampy mess that has to be crossed. There's a bit of high ground there, and there's more trees, so maybe that's easier. This looks like shit. So yeah, I'm gonna head up there and maybe it'll cut out some of this nastiness. Oh, back on solid ground again. So yeah, that worked out well to follow the trees a bit on that higher ground. I crossed in here. It's basically a rock slide and the river has spread out, so it's not too bad. I didn't think it would have mattered if you... I mean, you could keep going, I suppose, but what's the point? This was fine. Looks like I'm into some old growth, so that's helpful. So hopefully that makes the way going a little bit easier. I know from here I gotta gain more elevation, so I'll keep that in mind, but stick to the path of least resistance for now. No time like present to gain some elevation. Looks like it's a little clearer up there too. I just kind of naturally follow the clearest path. Looked bushwhacky in there. Followed this and hopefully rewarded. So yeah, I'll get up there, see how it looks. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Break out of the trees. Awesome view here. Back in Mount Willis. I assume there's a lake up there at Scree Bowl. So, came from down there, and it's a straight shot to gain this ridge here. It looked quite intimidating from the other side, but it really isn't. So that's good, I guess. Came from over there somewhere, across up here. Off we go. Things are looking good. I'm quite pleased so far with the progress. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get. It's a route. There's no trail. There's nothing to follow. I just kind of put in some waypoints in my GPS around about where I thought the trail would be, and I think they're pretty close, but you can't, you just have to, it's, ever since I left camp, it's just follow the path of least resistance, and then kind of you end up here. So more or less, and the views are just gonna be, it's gonna be like this all day, I think, for the rest of the day. Awesome views, hopefully. So let's head up there. It's only gonna get better. And I think I'm out of the really nasty bear country. That was scary. I did not like that at all. Traversing this ridge now, and this is nice. I know there's more views up ahead, and just looks like when I crest this, I may be in for some more trouble, of course, up ahead. But so far, so good. So very enjoyable. Well, if there's water around here, this would be a absolutely fantastic place to camp. Well, you can truck the water up, I guess. It's actually not that far from that river. Which reminds me, I should have topped up there. It's a bit of an oops. Would have been nice to have a full load for the rest of this hike up the mountains. But yeah, beautiful. So I think I'm just going to see there's a clearing up ahead. I'm going to make for that, and just to get around this other outcropping here. And now we can see the objectives. Get over that stuff, but somewhere over there. Interesting. Beautiful views. Just a slight tinge of smoke, but this day and age can't ask for much better than this. That's that little outcrop I was going for. We got a little bushwhacky down there. So once again, I erred on the side of least resistance, gaining altitude. And yeah, right thing to do. Nice and easy. I'm just going up over there, and I should see this morning's objective. But oh my God. If you work at it, you get a reward, that's for sure. This is just an amazing hike. Wow. And just down there, I know you're not gonna be able to see this, but there's a little sandy ridge there. Right after that, across the river, is the bridge to go onto the horse trail on the this side of the Brazo, south side of the Brazo. Could be coming out of here, maybe going down. I don't know. This wasn't terrible. I don't want to go back on myself, but I mean, bushwhacking through all that crap, there's a lot of it, and it's steep. So who knows? Anyway, I'm just taking this one step at a time. I'm glad the sun's not out blazing too. It'd be damn hot. I believe Brazo Lake's probably behind that hill over there. See the river still, and a really beautiful valley there. I think I've heard of that. I don't know if parks let you camp there, but I think people have been there. But boy, it looks really nice. Yeah, so now made it past the second outcropping. So this is what we're dealing with. And it's good into, I mean, it's good when you see it because you kind of understand things, but that's just willowy stuff all the way down there. Not a lot of fun. It's definitely ways of getting up there other than this way. It's really, how bad is that? I think I might find out at some point on this trip. So the map kind of says basically hit that bench over there, and there's water. That's great, so I'm gonna camo up on water, and you kind of go up there. So that's the plan. Alternatively, I lose a lot more elevation, and then because this ridge here looks great and that coal there looks great, I mean, but this is obviously, I've already done a lot of the work, so that might be a good way to get out, or looks fairly easy, at least from here, assuming I can get in. I don't know what the cornice is like on the other side, of course. I mean, there's snow in the shadows, and there was snow in the satellite pictures, so I just have to hope there's a break, or maybe I will be camping here tonight. Damn it. Alright, so I'm going to make my way that way, try and hit that bench and grab some water, and then it's just a trudge, long, slow trudge. And I'm just going to side hill across there, and that should be good. There's a marmot down there that hates me. I hear you. Stellar camping opportunity right there. That looks perfect. Bit of water down there. I suppose if one came this way. This is, I mean, it's a viable route out too, of course. I think that's just choked up willows going down the river. You probably just have to stick to the river. I don't know what's like down below either. This looks like a pleasant place to take a break. Yeah, there was another camping spot around the corner there on this side of the river that was even better. Nice and flat, right by the water. It was beautiful. So I guess if you're coming out this way, that's a good place to stop. This is, yeah, anyway, I basically came down there and down here, popped over there. And now that I'm here, I actually came down here because it seemed to make more sense to get up here, use this grassy bit, use that grassy bit, use that grassy bit, and then I'm screwed. I think then I just kind of like go ahead to the ridge and go up the ridge, because there seems to be a bit of a cliff there. Ow, frickin' bugs. This would be a nice spot to hang out for a while if it wasn't for the damn bugs. So I'm going to camel up, have a snack. Beautiful flowers. Look at this. So nice. Keep on trudging. Well, I'm not going to walk on them, they're too nice. There's a nice flat rock to get water. Awesome. So I've done the first two of my switchbacks. Mountain's just getting more and more insane. Awesome view. Plan is to go there, then up, and hopefully this just continues to Afternoon Pass. And actually I think once I get up there, it looks relatively flat on the map, so we'll see. So looking back, this may be hard to see. There's a reason to gain that elevation, because there's a big cliff band here, a couple smaller ones, but if you go below the big cliff band, you're gonna end up in all this willows and crap and garbage. You won't have any fun. So yeah, stay high. And I think I came down above the little cliff bands, ended up skirting around and dropping. I think you just see the red where I had lunch, well, snack. And yeah, this is you know, no words. amazing campsite right down there. I just like, I don't particularly want to backtrack, but if I have to, I might camp there. So far this is doable. It's the other side that worries me. I don't know if the cornices are still there. I know they are, but I saw gaps on the satellite photos. Hopefully they're there and the gaps are in the right places. So after much humming and hawing, now that I'm up here, it doesn't look terrible. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go over the top. We'll see what's on the other side of that. Hopefully it doesn't go up too much more. No point going that way with that cliff band. Maybe it's fine on the other side, but I'll go this way. There's that kind of bench I was talking about. I don't think that's going to do me any good going down there. It's just really, I'm kind of getting there, so I might as well just do it. A little bit more smoky now, unfortunately. Still a great view. I found a place to sit, taking a break. I eventually started going straight up, just going from patch of grass to patch of grass. I think once I get over this thing behind me, I think I'm according to the map, the contour lines, it should get a lot easier. So yeah, I think I've been straight up since, I guess, that area there. I had switched back and forth. Get up here from where I had lunch. Can't really see where I came up, I suppose. It's actually a bit cool. It's even cool just now hiking. I'm doing a bit of work, but yeah, it's not hot at all. And a little smoke obviously has drifted in, so unfortunate. Hopefully this isn't too windy. It's 10 to 1, and I came from that away, and I have not quite reached the destination, but this is looking a whole heck of a lot better than it was 20 minutes ago. So, I mean, it's so easy to lose heart doing something like this, where you just don't know what you're going to get until you get there. So I made it this far. Well, there it is. Not surprised. I knew this was a very real possibility. This was like the latest, really the only time I could really do it this summer, do a trip like this. I'm kind of thinking the way down is probably in there somewhere. It's hard. This could be good too. It's kind of hard to tell with bloody snow, but I mean, it's obviously steep, and it wouldn't be fun. It's been done. But it is nice to finally lay eyes on this valley. Been planning to come here for a long time. Obviously, I will not be getting there today. I mean, that's interesting. I think that's preferable, of course. That's just like, that's the way to come down to this. Look at that. Wasn't for that bloody snow, it'd just be beautiful. I just don't know what it looks like over there. This could be really sketchy. You just don't know until you get there. Okay, it's 20 after 1. I have a lot of daylight left, but none of what's ahead of me is easy. I don't want to go back the way I came, so I'm gonna go around the back of this thing. I guess I could climb it. It looks looser than it is. It's up there. That's a bit of work to get up there. And then, can I even get down? Look at all the damn snow over there. So I'll go scope it out. I don't think I can make it in here today. I just don't know. I think I'm better off trying to find a better or another way into this valley by finding a viable exit. So I need to get on top of or behind that thing. So I actually lost a decent amount of elevation to get down here, so I'll head back up. Start trudging again. Well, there's the summit, Karen. It was not my intention to bag a peak at all. But my plan was to go around this, and it just didn't look great. And the contour lines up here suggested something better. And there's 3 of them. They surprised me. I don't know if you can see them. Rams. Boy. I'm just gonna go this way. Don't mind me. God, they look big. That was unexpected. I'm gonna stay here and you can stay there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whew. They're more scared of me. That was very cool though. You just never know. They could have come after me. Wish I could run like that up here. Damn, it's funny, your head's just popped up. Well, I might see them again. Whew. Well, there it is. Register. Them goats keeping an eye on me. Well, the way down is not as straightforward. I imagine scramblers or even hikers might even be able to go down to the right of that, but that's not happening today. However, that looks very doable. Like, very doable. I'm thinking I can backtrack, get down here, and climb down somewhere back there. Or at least, I'm sure there's a way down. It may not be a lot of fun. Also from here, I don't know what it looks like right there, but at least from here, this is eminently hikeable all the way down. Obviously gonna hit the trees and be in a world of hurt. One could keep going, I guess. I think that's the McDonald Creek exit, I believe. I'll get to signing this thing. Don't like being too close to the edge. Peaks are not my thing. Alright, there's violence. I'm not sure who wrote that. I guess this person did. So the red purple peak. I mean, that's Afternoon Peak, or like the mountain. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that was in 22. Not many people come up here, but there was a really hilarious one. 25. Jared's first ever hike, nearly died. I'd say this is your first hike ever? Jesus. Crash test dummy, almost killed Jared. Yard sale helped. I don't know. Jared. Yeah. 3 weeks later. Aaron and Andrew's first trip to White Goat. What views? We hope Jared gets well soon. A few days later. Christine Donnelly. Rooting for you too, Jared. Anyways, 25. And September 25. Day 5 of 6 touring White Goat, group of 4. Bushwhacking in the rain below Francis. Campsite below Oval was glorious. Yeah, well, oh, they're on this side. Okay. Below Oval. Guess I'll have to look for that. Rooting for you, Jared. All right, so I got to write something here, I guess. First person 26. Yep. All right, my contribution, July 30th, 2026. Hiked up here from the Climb Pass on the north side, around Willis, headed into the Glorious Valley below, south. I'm concerned we haven't heard from Jared. I got to get down there. Okay. I guess one could have climbed down on this side. I kind of thought it was coming from there. It looks like there's a bit of a trail there. And I went back and came around. Bit of a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. The trail definitely goes this way. Absolutely. There is a marker there that points that way. And you can kind of see people been walking through here. It's not a lot of people don't come here that often, which is interesting. It's doable. It's not going to be fun, blocky, rocky, but it's doable, so that's good. Well, it looks like I found an alternate trail. It's definitely a trail up here. See a little pointy rock up there. You just go up there. It's actually fine. Technically a scramble. My hands touched rock, but very doable by your average hiker, I would think. If you can get up here, you can get down, put it that way. That's all that matters. So awesome. This is too awesome. Well, damn, that looks steep. It looks a lot more impressive from this side, I'll say. I'll say that. If I saw this from this side, I would have been like, hell no. I'm not climbing that. It's actually fine. A lot better than it looks, that's for sure. This little rocky bit here was no problem. It's just a bit coming down from the peak. Anyway, it's looking good. Looking good. We're sailing. This is after everything I've been through today. So I'm kind of planning to go down there, but it's quite rugged and there's some steep parts in here. This is serious country. Lots of gorges and everything. I just want to see from here if that's okay, or should I really be going that way. Oh, it's funny, there's another patch of snow. From way over there, it looked like they're right beside each other. Funny. I was wondering where it went. That makes it an easy decision. Not going this way. So yeah, I gotta backtrack a bit down there. Just so you know, this is what it's like here. There's nothing easy. There's no easy button for this valley. I'll tell you that. It's just, you just can't just stroll down. I guess I could go there, but at this point I want to go down there, so what the hell. So I'm getting a bit concerned about it might get cliffed out there, I'm not sure. I can definitely go down here, and that would intercept the trail, such as it is. That would have, I think, gone like this, is my guess. And then over yonder, just looking steep and nasty, not sure. So maybe I'll at least gain that little bench there and just see what I can see. Alright, near as I can make out. I think I need to get there somehow, and eventually I can get to a camp over there. But I mean, you look at this. This is you don't want to take a wrong turn because these gorges are something else. Like that's a cliff over there. So I guess I'm just going to go down there and just see. I think I need to gain that grassy bench after this rock and go that way, which looks pleasant, and I actually see a river there, which would be nice too. Oh, well, this is helpful. I can just walk down, get my feet wet, and looks like I can get up there, hopefully. I'll certainly know more by the time I get to that bridge. I wonder if I should climb up there. Anyway, doable. Yeah, shit. Ah, damn it. It wasn't that far back though. It was real easy to get up and down. This is not. I was thinking too, maybe I should take that. Like, I gotta look at the map. I don't think I want to be down there. That looks horrendous. I think I need to keep going along here. So, it did show me crossing this river. I just should have crossed back there. Alright, back we go. There we go, 5 minutes back. Basically, after you get it past those rocks, you want to cross. So just mosey on down here and head again that way. So, I think my campsite's supposed to be down there. But I'm not entirely sure how I get down there. It looks like there's a gorge here. I think I hear water over there. Was there another river I was supposed to cross? Oh shit. It's just, you just can't walk across here without knowing where you're going, because you just get cliffs, you get cliffed out. Alright. So that looks like garbage through there, so I think the map seems to take the route away from the river a bit. I think that Highline Trail looks preferable. So, I mean, if you don't have a map of this area or something, boy, you'd be wandering around here for days. So yeah, good to have that. And then make sure you count the number of rivers you need to cross and make sure you cross them. Well, clearly this is the side to be on. Yeah, I'm a little bit high, I suppose, but I can just, there actually looks like there's a trail there. And I noticed before there's a trail across that white cliff face, whatever it is. Wow, I almost missed that waterfall. Cool. Came from up there. Getting there. Nice. I'm like 50 yards from this damn campsite around this corner. I'm not getting down there. I mean, someone could climb down there, I guess. And there's this trail. I mean, it's like the sketchiest trail I've been on all day, and that's saying something. The alternative is bushwhacking that way through the willows and probably ending up in the same position. At least there's some grass there. I'm gonna go this way. So it's funny, I glanced back here and I saw this trail. I'm like, might as well try this first. There's so many animal trails around here. Look at that shit down there. Oh my god. I'm at the end of the sandbar, and it is kind of like a sandbar, and this stuff is actually really good to walk on. That trail would have been no problem. It was actually a really good trail. But discretion's about a part of valor. There actually appears to be a trail here, so a little bit of bushwhacking, I'll be there. So I think I'm here. Nothing like getting your feet wet right into camp. Oh well. I imagine that other trail would lead you there. Well, nothing for it really, just have to get them wet. So the marker's the other side of the river. I mean, this is not great at all. I'm looking over there, that looks okay. That means I gotta cross the river, and then I see where the trail comes out with dry feet. Oh, live and learn, right? So yeah, take that trail. The ground is actually really good. At least it is right now. It's just damp enough, and it's quite firm. I mean, it's not great, but it's a place to camp. Don't know if you can hear me over the water. I'm starting to warm up to this campsite. I mean, other than the bugs, which are atrocious, it's not terrible. At least I got a little shade other than last night, and that's a good view. That is a good view. And the water's pretty close. So, I mean, I also have to tie that like on a bush around the corner, I guess. So anyway, I'm all set up. I'm gonna cook some dinner and then get in the tent because it's just like bugs everywhere. So it's 8 o'clock. Nicely tucked in my tent here, in the shade, with the bugs. Well, at least they're outside. No bugs in here, thank God. I did find, when I went to hang my Ursack, I did see across the river, it looked like a place for a couple tents. It looked like a good spot, and you'd have this view as well. Except they're in full sun right now at 8 o'clock. Full sun. I had that yesterday, and at least there's somewhere to hide there back from the tent, but there's nowhere to hide. So anyway, but they're on the other side of the river. So hopefully I'll rock hop tomorrow. Whatever I'm doing tomorrow, I don't know yet. I'm gonna sleep on it. I know I have to cross this river first thing, get my damn feet wet again. I also forgot my spare socks. I do have my sleep socks, which I wear around camp too, in the bread bags. But yeah, so I don't have dry socks for the foreseeable, which sucks.